or person or viewpoint, whatever you call it, it causes confusion, right? Rewrite the sentences, change the incorrect pronoun. Pay careful attention to the nouns in the sentences. So the first one, let's do this one together. First one, when a person goes shopping, you should always look for sales. What's wrong?
She. He, she.
Where?
She. In the place of you.
You, right? So that's one thing we do. We take that out and say, when a person goes shopping, he or she should always look for sales. Okay? Much better. Because this is third person, and now that is third person. Now we're all happy. What's a different way? Hmm? Let's say my audience is my friend. I'm talking to my friend in this sentence. What do I do? Okay. So what you did, right? The you is in here and you took it out, right? You said he or she, right? That is a third person viewpoint, right? So I'm talking to my audience in a third person kind of way. They are the third person group, okay? When a person goes shopping, he or she should always look for sales. Great. Let's pretend, right, that instead of talking in this third person, I'm now talking to my friend, who is my friend, and I'm in the second person. What would I use instead? And what would I change? When you go shopping, you should always look for sales, right? Both of those are correct. Because the key is to make, in this exercise, the key is to make sure that your persons and your viewpoints match. And so if you're in third person, stay in third person. If you're in second person, stay in second person, right? Or switch back, right? Whichever way, you gotta be in the same on both pieces. So you could switch that to you, or you could switch this to he, she, you do they over there, they also works, whatever. Okay, so take, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes to work through that, and we'll talk about it.
We don't need to do the first one.
Yeah, don't worry about the first one. There's 2, 3, 4. 3 sentences. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Ready? Let's just look at a couple of these, right? Look at number 2. What are some changes that you made? Right? You should carpool if you want to save on gas. Good. What's a different way? People
Should carpool if they want.
they want to save on gas. Great. Exactly. So that's a second person to a third person, right? Good. Okay, number 3.
Doctor want people that they should watch what they eat.
Good. That they should watch what they eat. Good. Okay, what's a different way?
Doctor want you that you should.
Me.
No, you. You. Yeah, you's right.
You.
Right? Doctors warn you that you should watch it. This would probably be in the past tense, right? To
Yeah.
make it work better, right? Doctors warned you that you should watch what you eat. Right?
But for present tense, I
Yeah.
mean,
Doctors
just
warn
warn me that you should watch what you eat.
that because then you have the same problem. If you use me here, warn me, there we go.
That I.
Then this needs to switch to I and us,
That I
right?
should,
Again, right? Doctors warn me that I should watch what I eat, right? So we're gonna match those as well. And but all yes, all correct. It's just fine. Okay, good. Last one.
That one.
Jeff made minestrone soup for dinner.
So for
He
dinner,
told his mother
mother
that she should wait until it cooled down before eating it.
Good. Okay. So we got that she should wait until it cools down. What's a different one we can use? He told somebody else. He told
She told me,
me
that
that I good, right? What was your question? He told her that she, right? We don't know who her is, right? But if we knew who her was, who she was, then yes, that would work just fine. Told her as an object, perfect, okay? That's the idea. We need to make sure that those pronouns, whatever they are, that the person matches. If we're in third person, stay in third person. If we're in second person, stay in second person. Don't switch it back and forth, okay? So, but which one do we choose? How do we know which person to be in? What's the right one? That's what this paragraph is about right here, okay? Who hasn't read for Sister Rose? Rose, can you read this? Just that paragraph right there?
Choosing person, informal or informal writing. Most of the writing that you do for school is considered formal writing. In most cases, academic writing uses formal techniques in the third person. If you are unsure about the formality level of an assignment, ask your instructor for more details. Certain topics work better using a particular person, first, second, or third. Here are some examples of topics. The person you can use for each and the level of writing. Type of
Okay.
writing.
Perfect, thank you, right there, okay? So we're here, what does it say right here, right? When we're in school, it's formal writing, right? We expect formal writing, almost always. Okay? So we need to be doing formal writing. And what is formal writing? Which person is formal? If first, second, and third person, which one of those is formal?
First.
Second.
Third. Third person is formal. First person is not formal. Second person is not formal. Third person is the only real formal person, formal perspective, formal viewpoint that we have. Okay? So if you ever need to write anything informal, you must use third person in the entire essay, in the entire paragraph, in everything that you're doing. Consistently and repeatedly in third person. Not first, not second. Okay, so no I's, no me's, no my's, no you's, no ours, no we, none of that. All third person and separate. Okay? So in that idea, right, okay, I'm in school, we're in an academic society, academic structure. Everything needs to be formal, or almost everything. 90% of our stuff must be formal. If my teacher gives me something like this, what do I do?
I think it's the first person.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and this is why I'm pointing this out, right? You go, your, well, that's mine. It's mine. That's first person. It's about me. Okay.
Because it's my opinion.
Because it's my opinion, right? It's the place that I like. Okay. And that's perfectly logical. That's totally fine. What I want to explain right now is that inside of school, it's often not what they want. Okay, you'll see, describe your favorite place in the world. And it says your, so it should be first person, right? But it isn't, right? What the teacher is expecting is a third person description of this place. One beautiful place in Vietnam is I don't know, what's a beautiful place in Vietnam? There, that place, right, is this place, right? And it has cool trees and it has all these different things. Everything is in third person. Okay, the teacher is usually expecting third person, even though it says your. Okay? So you gotta be careful with those kinds of things. When you're in an academic setting, and even though it says, tell me your opinion, even if it says that explicitly, what is your opinion about this thing? Doesn't matter. Third person. You might make a comment. Da-da-da-da. My opinion is this. And then everything after that is third person. Right? Third person is the formal structure. So you need to structure your arguments, your discussions, your essays, your paragraphs into third person at every chance you possibly have. Always put it into third person. If you see the word I, or you, or me, or my, or we, or our, or any of those things, your, yours, yourself, myself, no. Restructure that sentence so that it's in third person. Okay? Does that make sense?
So teacher,
Yes.
example, if they say technology is good for communication, communicate between the people. So do you agree or disagree? So in that case, I use third person or
Right.
person.
So are you talking about talking?
Yeah.
Okay, so talking is usually different. Okay.
No,
if you're
write the essay example.
Yeah.
Do you agree or disagree that the student need to use uniform to go to the school? Do you agree or disagree?
For example, right? Yeah. So I would, in that sense, I'd probably say I agree that it should be this way. Period. And then I would never use the word I or me or my in anything else for the rest of the essay. Everything would be third person after that. Schools function this way. Uniforms are good for this. In this way, students are benefited. Not me, not my school, not my things, not my uniform. Does it make sense, right? So that shift. Make that an initial agreement to identify this is my opinion. And you don't even have to do that. You could say, one important opinion is this. That's third person. Even though it's yours, but you can say it in a way that doesn't use mine. Does that help? Okay. In writing, in this class, and in your level 6 and 7 and 8 and TOEFL and stuff like that, they are almost always are going to be asking for this third person. 95% of the time, they're looking for this third person. Okay? If it isn't third person, or if you're not sure, say, teacher, what do you want? Is this supposed to be this way or that way? And if you're on a test, when you can't answer that, do third person. It's always safer to do third person than it is to do first person and then be wrong. Make sense?
So in the case we did our homework about the practical restaurant we want to
Okay.
go.
Particular restaurant? Yeah.
So in that case we had to use third person too.
Yes. Yeah. So and that's fine. I didn't grade you on that because we didn't talk about this yet. It's okay, right? But yes, I would be expecting. Okay, describe a particular restaurant that you enjoy. One restaurant that I enjoy is Chipotle. Period. Chipotle. So I said this is the one I like. And then the rest of the paragraph is just a description of the place. No more my, no more I, no more our, no more my good story that I have there, anything like that. Make sense?
Yeah.
Right?
But a lot of time I read the article the same. They said about a lot of things. So they they said maybe you will wondering what I am talking and something like that. So
Right.
on that case, so
Not in a formal essay. You don't see those things in formal essays, which is what we normally teach, okay? So we have the formal academic essay structure that you do in classes and in university and stuff like that. And then you have lots and lots of other ways of writing. And those rules are different because they're different forms of writing, right? Like in Harry Potter storybooks, there's my and me and my everywhere, right? Because that's okay in those writing styles. I run a business online, right? And I do a lot of different things like that. I use my and your and ask these questions, stuff like that. And I should do those things in that area. But if I try and do that over here inside of academics, I'm breaking rules. Because these rules are different. Make sense? That's the idea. Got it? So you always have to ask yourself, what is my audience? Who am I writing to? Okay? I'm in this formal setting. My teacher's at a university. I'm writing a formal essay. I don't really have a choice. It's got to be third person. It's like the only option I have. But if I'm over here, I'm writing a blog post for my own personal blog. I can do whatever I want. It's my rules. I get to do what I want. I'm at a newspaper. Okay, I need to do it this way and this way. I don't have to follow that exactly, but maybe this piece is important. I need to be in third person, but I don't need to write an essay structure. I'm writing a news article. It's different. Or I'm over creating sales copy for a website, and I need to sell water bottle. I'm gonna sell a water bottle for somebody. Okay, here's a water bottle. Different ways and rules for writing that stuff too. Yeah.
I have a question. So about the paragraph or maybe the essay, right? Like I know if your idea always is about third person.
So, say it again.
The idea always about the third person, right?
Yes.
Something that So body detail always about
Yes,
the third person.
still third person
Yeah.
in some way.
But maybe example, can we use like the third person?
Right. So even for me, I still would not do it. Even if the story is my story, I would frame the story in third person anyway. One example of this is a story when one person, me, but I don't say me, I just say someone, one person, went to the store and did this and this and this.
Oh, alright.
It might be my story, but I'm not going to say this is my story. Make sense? I keep it in that third person. I keep myself out of it.
Yeah, because I always write it.
Mhm.
When example, always
Yeah,
take me.
it's your story, right? So I gotta put me in there, right?
Yeah, I tell the right I.
Yeah, I and me and stuff like that, exactly. That is not part of the formal traditional academic structure of an essay. Okay, so we don't do those things.
yeah, I
okay?
think it's the develop the traditional your culture.
Yes, 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 yes.
Right now I know because here when I look back our countries usually we focus in the first person.
Mm-hmm.
Example, if we have to give example,
Mm-hmm.
it will be good if we give our own experience.
Right, right.
But here, your culture focus others, so
Right, yeah.
usually it will be third person.
Right.
Yeah.
And that continues all the way up, right? So I wrote my master's thesis, 127 pages long. Big thing, right? Huge thing. I cannot say the word I in the entire thing. 127 pages. It was my research. It's my paper. I'm the one who did everything. Doesn't matter. I put my name at the top. That was it. It's all third person. This thing happened, this idea, these researchers, those people, this timing, right? All this.
A lot of problem for me.
Yeah. All separate in third person. Okay. Good questions. I like this. Okay, good. Okay, so this, how much time do we have? Let's do this really quick, just these couple of minutes. An email, so sorry, this activity is very simple. Identifying your audience, right? So if I'm writing an email, write an email to my cousin. That's probably first and second person, right? You, me, your, my, we, our, stuff like that. It's totally fine. It's informal, works perfectly. You can totally do that, okay? A paragraph about the first Olympic Games. What do you think?
Third person.
Probably third person, right? Probably more formal, exactly, right? Why? Well, I wasn't there, so I have no idea. Two, seems like it's some kind of a book report in a classroom, right? Okay, next. A paragraph about your trip to Mexico.
First person.
Okay, probably first person,
Yes.
okay? And informal. But
It can be both.
yeah, exactly. What if I say a paragraph about your trip to Mexico for your English writing class at the university? Now it's changed, right?
Yeah.
Now it's third person
First person.
and formal. A paragraph about your trip to Mexico to your mother. No, it's informal, right? And for a second person, right? It shifts. The audience is what controls that. Who are you writing to? Okay, next one. A paragraph telling how to bake bread.
Third person.
Third person.
Probably third person. Why?
Because maybe this experience of other people
Good.
is not from us.
You're giving instructions, right? You already know how to do it. You don't need the baked bread for you. You need baked bread for somebody else. So your audience is someone else. Okay. Now that means it has to be second person at least. You could say a lot of yous, stuff like that. But maybe third person would be even better, especially if you're trying to talk to a lot of people at the same time, right? That could be a little different. Okay, this one right here. Paragraph telling why you would make a good class teacher. Class leader, sorry. Leader.
First,
Second.
first person.
Probably a bunch of third person, right? Or sorry, first person. Okay. Why? Because you are specifically describing yourself. I am this and I am that. Okay. Still need to have a couple of things that are probably third person, and then come back in, etc. Okay. And maybe informal-ish. Yeah, probably informal. Okay. Because you'd be giving some kind of a speech. Okay. That's it for today. For that. Tomorrow we're going to pick up with clarity. Clarity is a cool idea, how to understand, right? Make sure that our writing is understandable and comprehensible and stuff. Okay. Pick up with clarity. The homework I posted in Populi already. You guys saw that? This is the whole week. I just posted everything. This is what you gotta do all week. This one is for tomorrow, right? So complete these ones tonight. We'll talk about them tomorrow. Or today, tonight, whatever. This evening, whatever. This one's not due till Wednesday, and then this one's due on Thursday, and then you don't have anything Friday night. Thank you. Unit 11, lesson 1. And then lesson 2, and then lesson 3. Okay. Should be like 280 or something. Okay. And then the My ELT, right, for Unit 11 is due on Saturday. I know that is. Okay. So I've set it up this way. It makes the beginning of the week kind of busy, right? So you've got a bunch of stuff to do tonight, a bunch of stuff tomorrow, you've got a lot of stuff. But then Friday night, you don't have anything. And then Saturday night, you don't have anything. Saturday day, you don't have anything, right? There's nothing held over to the weekend. So that's why I did it this way.
What will we do on Friday?
Sorry?
What will we do on Friday?
Probably this, right? I won't give you any other homework is what I'm saying, right? You can do this now if you want
Yes,
to.
or
This
whole
is
week.
homework for the week.
Okay.
Okay, there's nothing else that's homework.
And we have to done before the end of the week.
No.
Before Saturday
So
midnight.
this one is tomorrow.
Tuesday.
Right? This one is Wednesday. That one's Thursday. This is Saturday, right? That one's
Okay.
Saturday, okay? And we have the paragraph transfer as well in your tape, right? So those ones are here. But these are the kind of the extra things that I remind on here. These are the ones that change, so I gotta put these up here.
So we have to write all of them that on the no train.
Say it again?
We have to write everything, tie everything that for no Google Translate? Or?
Not these things. I only want the sentences. Like the couple of sentences that we wrote today, that goes into notebook transfer.
Thank you.
Okay. Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
Because in the typing.com,
Mhm.
here is the right account or not account. Because
Okay.
sometimes I do not.
I think it's yours that has like 0 time on it,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay.
But that's
So log in there.
very
Show it to me.
good.
Okay, click on that, and then log in. Okay, did you use Google or did you use an email? Do you remember?
I don't remember, but that today I think I used my email by Google.
Okay. So it needs to be the same one. Whichever one you used to sign into my class, that's the one you need to keep using
Yeah.
for now. So let me open this up so we can look at it.
So what is my email on your account?
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to load right there, and I will show you. Giant table cord thingy. There we go. Teacher login. That's not right.
And can you show me what email I
Yeah,
should
hold on. There we go. Yours, where's my students? Ting Lee?
Yes.
Ting Lee. Nope,
What email I should
you. Login. Nope. I don't know, I'm still looking for it. Ting Lee, how about that one? There we go.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
That should be your password there too, right? So both of them are there.
Thank you, teacher.
You are welcome.
Because maybe I use wrong email. Here I use my Google email.
Right.
So that's why I saw the typing.com.
Right, yeah. And if you want to use the Google, you can, whichever one you want. But it
But
needs.
it doesn't connect
But it
with
won't show
yours.
up, right? So what I'm saying is that if you want to, like, register in here again, no, sorry. I'm making this more confusing. Use that one.
Yeah.
You did that.
That's why last week and this week I didn't. Last week I have F and this week I have 0. So I wondering why I did that, but it's still there.
I'm doing stuff, teacher. What's going on?
Now I know.
I got it. We're good. Thank you for talking to me about that.
Thank you so much, teacher.